You're watching the RWL YouTube channel.
Everyone, and welcome to our WL Black Friday Supercard from the capital of the Lone Star State, Austin, Texas. Glad you're here. Hope you had just the best Thanksgiving. My name's Wally Cardill, and tonight, kick back with some leftovers and join us for 3 solid hours of outstanding RWL mat action. And the gang is all here. The broadcast teams from both Snarl and Rage on hand for tonight's Supercard: Johnny Bianco, Tex Lynch, Dandy Don Hickson, Myron Schimmelman, and the lovely Christy Ogilvie, with stars galore and championship matches up the wazoo.
And Wally's not kidding. In the first hour alone, we've got 3 championship matches standing by, and just a galaxy of stars from both Snarl and Rage competing tonight in this next to last Supercard of 2025. With the Memphis Million coming up fast in late December.
That is absolutely right. Good evening, everybody. Hope you had a terrific Turkey Day. Oh, folks. Oh, Black Friday. I love Black Friday. And it's not just about the shopping. I love it for the wrestling. Guys, this is going to be a spectacular Supercard. Stick around because it is going to be absolutely insane.
Good evening, everyone. Indeed, Tex, the lineup tonight is absolutely top drawer stuff. And let's get the show underway without delay. Our opening contest, a championship match right out of the gate, as Babs Beckwith prepares to try and regain the RWL Ladies Northern Championship from Brenda Blair.
And with that, let's take it to ringside.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to RWL Black Friday, promoted and presented by Ringside Wrestling League. Our first match, one fall with a 15-minute time limit, is for the RWL Ladies Northern Championship.
I wasn't expecting Babs to have another go at Brenda quite this soon. I guess her last win over Sister Golden Hair must have inspired her or something. Because just last Monday at Rage Myron, you said she'd probably meet Brenda again somewhere down the road. That was one very short road.
Very short. But you can probably put that to the fact that Babs is not too crazy about Brenda, and Brenda, well, she certainly isn't too crazy about Babs. So, when the time came, and I asked them, would they like to do this now, or would they like to wait till the Memphis Million? They both agreed to do it now.
The tension between these 2 young Californian ladies is certainly palpable.
Will Babs get the Ladies Northern title back or not, I couldn't say for sure, but we are definitely going to be treated to an intense opening matchup.
Brenda Blair has certainly been enjoying her current run as Ladies Northern Champion, and the leather-clad lovely doesn't want to stop the ride and get off just yet. So look for Brenda to do whatever's possible to hang onto the title, especially against Beckwith, who's definitely become her personal nemesis even before their match at Halloween Brawl. They've already clashed a number of times, and it's always been nothing but heated between them. Just my 2 cents here. But I think Brenda's going to retain the title tonight.
I'm kinda inclined to agree, Johnny, but if Babs can do what she did against Sister Golden Hair last Monday, she could throw a wrench into Brenda's works. I don't say it's a sure thing for either one of them. If they're both on their game tonight, we could just as easily end up with a draw, and the title would stay with Blair. We couldn't have started off the night with a more interesting confrontation between 2 rivals.
The RWL Ladies Northern title only 3 months old and yet a hotbed of controversy.
The challenger from the San Fernando Valley, California, Babs Beckwith. Her opponent from San Jose, California, she's the RWL Ladies Northern Champion, Brenda Blair.
The look on the face of Brenda Blair tells the entire story as she turns the ladies' Northern title over to the referee. And this one's gonna be a ride. Tex, I have worked very hard this week, if you don't mind.
Absolutely, my pleasure, Don. I got this. Oh man, what a beautiful matchup to start off this year's Black Friday. Well, both ladies in place. Tom Kanamura is ready to go. There's the bell, and here we go. Brenda with a hard right spins Babs around, gets her by the hair. Turns her, oh, what a nasty knee to the jaw. Brenda Blair rounds up Babs. Ooh, wicked wrist clutch kick to the face. Followed up with a stomp to the midsection. More wrist clutch kicks to the ribs and a forearm. Sends Babs spinning. Babs Beckwith having, oh man, here we go. Brenda Blair already playing with her prey. As Babs Beckwith lies center ring, look at this. Sets up a leg lock. Right center ring, no ropes for Babs to get to. Just stretching all those ligaments. Brenda Blair going for a quick pin here. Oh man, not even one. Huh. Okay, ooh, the look that Babs just shot Brenda. Babs Beckwith whips Brenda to the far left corner, drops a knee into her midsection. Follows that up with a couple of solid kicks, putting all of her weight into Brenda Blair's chest with both boots. There's a handstand off the ropes and a pair of double knees to the chest and a little bit of bitty bitty bomb bomb from Babs Beckwith. Oh man. Gonna be a lot of near falls in this one. Babs takes herself all the way up to the top turnbuckle again. Brenda Blair laid out near center, slowly making her way to a standing position. And here she comes. Flying punch right to the head of Brenda Blair. Babs Beckwith gets both wrists, drives the knee right into the side of the head of Brenda Blair. An overhand right. They lock it up. Brenda right away with elbows to the midsection of Babs Beckwith. Brenda locks her up. Gets her up over the shoulder, drops her head first into the turnbuckle. Babs Beckwith laid out on the mat as Brenda Blair starts putting the boots to her hands and fingers. A stomp to the leg. Babs quickly back up. Brenda gets a hold of her, hard whip to the ropes. And a knee right to the, oh man. Man, she went down like a rock. Okay. Babs rolls to the outside. Brenda Blair turns herself into a human cannonball over the top rope. Taking Babs down on the outside. Referee Tom Kanamura starts the count. Babs countered by Brenda Blair. A snapmare from Brenda. And a grind of the boot into the face of Babs Beckwith. Ow. Babs in trouble on the outside as Brenda Blair continues to stamp the hands and fingers of Babs Beckwith. The current Ladies Northern Champion makes her way back inside. The challenger back to a standing position on the outside, rolls herself back inside the ring. Brenda Blair doing a little showboating in the corner. That might cost her. Oof, wicked knee to the head. And out to the floor goes Brenda. Babs over the top and, oh man, talk about a crash. Down goes Brenda Blair. Definite high-risk maneuvers going on here. Kick to the midsection from Babs. Couple of driving knees into the midsection of Brenda Blair. Babs Beckwith pitches Brenda towards the opposing side of the ring. Ooh, quickly countered by Brenda. I'm not even sure how that happened. But Babs rolls herself back inside. The referee continuing to count Brenda on the outside. Babs starts the count all over again, goes outside. Brenda goes behind on her, rolls her back inside the ring. Comes in over the top rope with a clothesline. Wow, that was beautiful. Brenda goes for the cover. One. But just one. Babs Beckwith still in the game here. A blatant choke from Brenda Blair. A little bit of chokey going on here. Now a stomp to the arm of Babs Beckwith. Brenda Right back spamming the move, putting those boots to the hands of Babs Beckwith. Brenda all the way up to the top left turnbuckle. Babs starting to stand up. Brenda changes her mind on the high risker. There's a clothesline. There's a second one. And there's a third. Babs Beckwith lines up in the far right corner. Here comes Brenda Blair. Brenda turns her around, smashes her head into the turnbuckle. A kick to the gut, another, and oh man, just beating her down. Ruthless. Huh. Brenda Blair on fire here. Oh, doing a little bit of showing off. A kick to the chest of Babs Beckwith. Babs. Oh, slams her face first into the canvas. Babs Beckwith trying to turn things around for herself here. Clothesline. Takes Brenda. Whoa, she felt that one. Babs rounds her up again. Brenda Blair whipped to the ropes. Babs misses her move, but there's a kick to the midsection. A rebound off the middle rope and another flying punch takes Brenda Blair down to the canvas. Ooh, a little bit of superhero style showing off here from Babs Beckwith. Babs gathers up Brenda Blair. Escorts her to the far right turnbuckle, head first, into it she goes. We've seen this before. Look at this display of power right here from Babs Beckwith. Slam down. Here's a pin in the center of the ring. 1, 2. Shut up! Babs Beckwith, new champion. Well, that was sudden.
The time was 5 minutes, 56 seconds. Your winner and the new RWL Ladies Northern Champion, Babs Beckwith.
Babs Beckwith laughing at the odds and defying the armchair experts and becoming twice the Ladies Northern Champion. And you kind of got a feeling that Babs Beckwith sort of knew it all along.
Yes, sir, Don, living up to that nickname she's been given, the Little Valley Girl That Could. And this is the second time we've seen her pull this one. Gets Brenda Blair up on that top turnbuckle. Look at this display of power. Absolutely unbelievable. Babs Beckwith, now twice Ladies Northern Champion. And folks, we are going to be back with a whole lot more RWL Black Friday in just a moment. Don't go anywhere.
Well, Mr. Eddie, I hope that you're ready. Tonight we're going to try and rustle up just a little bit of Markamania here in Austin, Texas. Imagine what would happen if Eddie Guerrero were to be beaten in his own home state by Mad Dog Mark McKay in a no-rules matchup. I'm certainly looking forward to seeing you.
We're back and up next. Here's one that's been brewing for a few weeks with Latino Heat Eddie Guerrero and Mad Dog Mark McKay about to ramp up their rivalry in a no-rules match.
This is one that McKay has been waiting for.
This next no-rules match is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Making his way to the ring from El Paso, Texas, weighing 227 pounds, here is Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero.
Not exactly sure why Mark McKay got himself fixated on this rivalry with Eddie. Maybe he sees the legendary superstar as someone he can build an already growing reputation off of. Maybe something happened between them in their first match that neither of them appreciated. But whatever the reason, the rivalry escalates up by one in this no-rules match.
And it's not the first time McKay has engaged in a no-rules match, already having been in one against Ballarat Jack Jones of the United Kingdoms. But I'm looking at McKay's last match against Brenton Quinn Stewart at Rage, which the Mad Dog didn't win. While Guerrero is a way more evenly matched opponent for McKay, I'm wondering if luck will play a part here after the loss to BQ Stewart.
Doesn't mean a thing, Wally. When someone like McKay sets his focus on an opponent this intensely and places him in a hardcore environment, you have to throw away a lot of factors. And I think McKay knows that and is using it as an intimidation technique. If that works or not, though, I really couldn't tell you, 'cause I damn sure wouldn't ever get myself into that kind of spot.
and his opponent from Ithaca, New York, weighing 205 pounds, the Mad Dog Mark McKay.
Well, those are all terrific points, but right away, what do you see that's different? What's wrong with this picture?
Oh, I could tell you. There's no China and there's no Miss Morse X, because there are going to be no lady seconds at ringside in a no-rules match. And while we've seen Eddie Guerrero without China often enough, Mad Dog McKay looks almost naked without Miss Morse X by his side.
It's true. We never see McKay without her standing ringside. But he's so protective of Miss Morse X that I doubt he would have had her out there for this match with Latino Heat, even if it had been allowed. And ooh, he's been waiting a few weeks for this match. But he's gonna look pretty foolish if this little move of his blows up in his face. Especially if Eddie Guerrero really goes to town on him.
No, Christy, I doubt this is going to be a one-sided confrontation for either one of these men.
Well, Dandy Don, we may not all agree on an outcome here, but one thing is damn sure so far, Black Friday has been lit. And it's going to continue to be lit. Oh, man. No rules matchup, Eddie Guerrero and Mad Dog McKay. Let's see if we do drum up some Markomania here in the building tonight. Referee Tom Kanamura sounds the bell. They come center ring. McKay opens up with a series of shots on Eddie Guerrero, but a fireman's carry. A quick counter from Latino Heat. Guerrero flips McKay to the corner. Clothesline. Down he goes. Mad Dog McKay about to find out. On the receiving end here as Eddie Guerrero puts the boots to the hands and fingers of Mad Dog McKay. Not you. We haven't even gotten to a single weapon yet. Eddie Guerrero using his feet as weapons. Oh, man. Mad Dog McKay with a little bit of ouchie on the hands and a vicious series of elbow drops to the leg of McKay from Eddie Guerrero. Man, good thing China and Miss Morse X aren't at ringside. Look at this. Latino Heat just spamming the move over and over again. McKay finding himself in some serious trouble. Guerrero beating his head against the canvas. Ooh, double boot straight to the sides of the face. And again, man, Eddie Guerrero's on a mission here. Set of hard right hands to the head of Mad Dog Mark McKay. And there he's going for a quick pin. 1, 2. Well, just the one. But back to work. Latino Heat with a kick to the back of Mad Dog Mark McKay. Latino Heat rolls to the outside. McKay in the far left corner as Eddie Guerrero goes under the ring, under the apron, looking for something special, and he's got himself a trash can. Into the ring it goes. McKay on the outside with Latino Heat, spinning neckbreaker out there on the floor. No countouts, so the referee is just the fifth post in the middle of the ring for this one. McKay rounds up Latino Heat and hurls him into the barricade, practically damn near into the cameraman. Another neck breaker. Whoa, man, did you see Guerrero fly? Latino Heat laid out on the outside. McKay going under the apron. What's he going to come up with? A ladder. Shut up. No way. Latino Heat with a chop across the chest of Mad Dog Mark McKay. He winds up the arm. There's a Russian leg sweep, taking McKay down to the floor. Guerrero locks it up with McKay again. Front cradle. Slammed into the barricade, and down he goes, sinking like the blob. Leg sweep from Mad Dog Mark McKay to Latino Heat. McKay rounds him up, drives him head first into that ladder. And oh boy, he is charged. Oh man, there's a stomp to the midsection of Guerrero. A double axe handle right across the back of Latino Heat. Eddie Guerrero rounded up again, rolled back inside the ring by McKay. Takes a quick step over the ring steps, goes back under the apron again. Well, now. And comes up with a table. Eddie Guerrero over the top rope, crossbody, takes McKay down to the floor. Latino Heat rolls McKay back inside the ring. And oh man, we are not playing here. Look at this. Guerrero with the chair. McKay misses with the high-risk maneuver, goes over the top rope and lands on a whole bunch of nothing. McKay rolls back in. Guerrero tags him with the right. McKay counters with elbows to the midsection of Eddie Guerrero. They lock it up again. Eddie being escorted towards the ropes by McKay. He lets him go. Not sure what that was about. He's going to try it again. Sets Guerrero up against the ropes. A chop across the chest. Drapes the leg over the rope, and now he's playing tug-of-war with Eddie Guerrero's left leg. Guerrero counters with a right to McKay. A kick to the leg, a kick to the other leg, a kick to the midsection, and a standing drop kick takes McKay down. Eddie Guerrero goes to the pin. One. Just one. Wow. What a fiery confrontation we got going here. McKay with a jawjacker to Latino Heat. Eddie Guerrero whipped to the ropes by McKay. McKay makes the duck under. Ducks under a second time and an elbow right to the chest of Latino Heat, followed up with a stomp to the arm and a driving knee right to the face of Eddie Guerrero. McKay takes himself to the outside again. And what kind of deviltry he got hooked up, I don't know. Rolls himself back inside, just took a little walk. A chop across the chest and a snapmare from Eddie Guerrero and a ground of the boot into the face of Mad Dog Mark McKay. There's a kick to the back. Eddie Guerrero turning the momentum around here. Locks it up with McKay. McKay whips him to the ropes. Another elbow to the chest, and well, that rally ended pretty quick. Oh man, Mad Dog McKay about to pay him back. There's a knee right into the arm of Latino Heat. Look at me, I can spam a move too. Oh, man. McKay rounds up that chair. Sets himself up a little construction project in the corner. And he's rallying the crowd. Look at this, man. Eddie Guerrero still laid out. McKay takes himself to the top far right turnbuckle, comes back down, catches a Hurricane Rana. No high-risk maneuver here. Latino Heat catches a left, a chop to the chest, a right and a spinning back fist, a kick to the midsection. McKay sets up a falling neck breaker and nails it. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. Well, sir, that was abrupt. Mad Dog Mark McKay picking up the win in this no-rules matchup over Latino Heat.
The time was 5 minutes, 52 seconds, and your winner, Mad Dog McKay.
Well, Christy, there you go. McKay did not wind up looking a fool. Oh yeah, he got busted up pretty good. You could see it right there. But he winds up getting the 3-count pinfall on Latino Heat. And if that don't raise his stock just a little bit more, I don't know what will.
Damn right it didn't. I figured Eddie Guerrero had this one in the bag, but Mad Dog Mark McKay definitely came to play in this no-rules matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, got a whole lot more RWL Black Friday waiting in the wings. Stick around, we'll be right back.
Alright gang, Black Friday continues now. And up next, the RWL Mid-South Championship on the line with champion Billy White Moon defending against Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next match, set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit, is for the RWL Mid-South Championship.
Yes, sir, Billy White Moon has graduated well past the unholy trinity, and he's got a real challenge tonight with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Billy White Moon's had a great run with the Mid-South title so far, already having faced down a pretty long list of opponents. Rick Martel, Tito Santana, Bulldog Brower, even Tatanka's taken a shot for the Mid-South. But White Moon's still chugging along like a reliable locomotive. And yes, he's met Ricky Steamboat once before, but it was a long time back. And the Mid-South Championship wasn't part of the deal.
Well, things are very different in this one. Steamboat's not in the same league as someone like primetime Bobby Mills. The Dragon's been involved in some of the great matches of wrestling history, having brought down the house with Nature Boy Ric Flair several times. And Billy had better be on his toes for this title match.
Okay, guys, give me a minute. Hold on. Hang on. It's coming. Just a second. Hang on now. It's about to happen. Har!
I gotta admit it, Tex. You love it the way I say garbage, but I just love it the way you say "wow." It's so funny.
Can't help it, Myron. I'm a natural-born pyromaniac.
And here we go, Ricky Steamboat, anticipating the arrival of the Mid-South champion Billy White Moon, accompanied by Jim Dandy Deakins, his Best of the West tag team partner. Their third member, Tex McKenzie, not here this evening, but that notwithstanding, Billy White Moon, determined to hang on to the Mid-South championship by any means necessary, and he's certainly capable of doing it.
But mostly legal means, Don. He's not known for bending the rules too much.
That is true, and he has got himself sort of a home field advantage here in Austin. The Best of the West is definitely loved and appreciated. The Mid-South champion with a tall challenge in front of him tonight.
I'm rooting for Billy here. It'd just be awesome to see the Choctaw Chopper hang on to the Mid-South belt through the rest of the year, wouldn't it?
The challenger from Honolulu, Hawaii, weighing 235 pounds. Here is Ricky, the Dragon Steamboat.
And Ricky Steamboat certainly appearing to be in top form for this title matchup.
When's he not in top form? He's always in top form.
And his opponent accompanied by Jim Dandy Deakins, representing Best of the West, from Norman, Oklahoma, weighing 237 pounds. The RWL Mid-South champion, Billy White Moon.
All right, Walt Rothburn gonna be the referee of record for this title matchup, and I sure hope Billy White Moon's ready.
Well, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat damn sure looks like he's ready. Walt Rothburn displays the title, and we're just about ready to get underway here. Oh man, this is gonna be good. The bell sounds, and here we go. The men come center ring. They lock it up, collar and elbow. Oh, White Moon shoves him down, but man, Ricky Steamboat rolls out of that one. Steamboat counters. White Moon counters him with DDT, dropping Steamboat on his head. Ricky Steamboat tries for the suplex, but winds up getting countered again. Billy White Moon on a roll here in the early goings. Look at this. Crucifix pin. Whoa, what? Just one, but a nice pin attempt from the Choctaw Chopper. They lock it up again and again. Steamboat shoved down. A kick to the ribs. Into the corner goes Ricky Steamboat. Billy White Moon whips him to the opposing corner. Whoa, look at this. Steamboat puts on the brakes, turns it into a dragon screw. Delivers a kick to the midsection. Ricky Steamboat rounds up Billy White Moon, winds up the arm on him, has him all the way up, and oh man, wow, winds it up again and flips him. Ricky Steamboat, definitely no slouch, but White Moon counters him again with a right. Steamboat flips him into the corner. White Moon quickly sidesteps him, and a drop kick takes the Dragon down again. Jim Dandy Deakins watching his partner do his thing here. There's an uppercut from Rick Steamboat, a double chop. White Moon whipped to the corner. Nice monkey toss from Rick Steamboat. Steamboat covers and hooks the leg center ring. Oh, not even a one. White Moon powering out real quick. Fireman's carry from White Moon. Billy White Moon escorting Steamboat to the far left corner, head first into the turnbuckle. He goes over and over and over again so he don't forget what it looks like. Oh man, down goes Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Quickly back up on his feet though, whips White Moon to the far right corner again. There's a kick to the midsection. Hauls White Moon out and over the pole. Man, beautiful flip by Ricky Steamboat again, going for another pin. One. Not even a one again. Man, chock full of energy. The Choctaw Chopper counters with an elbow, gets back up to a standing position. Steamboat counters with a kick to the midsection. And a beautiful crossbody takes White Moon down center ring again. Ricky Steamboat with a dragon sweeper, but quickly countered again, and a hard knee to the midsection from White Moon. Billy White Moon rounds him up, has him up over the shoulders. And Rick Steamboat with a fast counter. And into a sleeper hold. Oh, this could be bad news right here. Ricky Steamboat has it locked in, but White Moon again countering with another move. A jawjacker this time. Steamboat counters him. White Moon shoves him down one more time. There's a kick right to the chest. But Rick Steamboat followed up with another stomp. Ricky Steamboat being dragged towards center by Billy White Moon. Stomp to the lower abdomen. Ow. Billy White Moon countered with a jawjacker by Ricky Steamboat. A kick to the midsection to Steamboat. White Moon winds it up. Ooh, man, took him down. Dropped him like a bad habit. Here's another pin. 1, 2. You gotta be kidding me, man. It's over already? Whoa.
The time was 3 minutes, 39 seconds. Your winner and still Mid-South champion, Billy White Moon.
Whoa, man. 3 minutes and 39 seconds to take down Ricky the Dragon Steamboat to retain the RWL Mid-South Championship. I'm telling you, Billy White Moon. Little wonder he is the top star of the Best of the West grouping, and he just went and proved it again with a spectacular performance. I mean, not for nothing, but Ricky the Dragon Steamboat looked like a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. He just got run through like an incompetent musketeer. We'll be right back with more Black Friday right after the break.
Hey y'all, we're back with more RWL Black Friday from Austin, Texas. And those first 3 matches are just the tip of this supercard iceberg. We've already had 2 title matches so far, but there's so much more still coming in the second and third hours too.
Lots more, Christy. We're gonna wrap up our one with the Hungarian Hurricane Tibor Belescu of Team Euro defending the Snarl TV Championship against Xbox Bell Unlimited, and still later, Les Femmes Fatales will defend the ladies' tag trio titles against the future Endeavor.
And that ain't all. Power and Beauty will be defending the women's world tags later. And of course, Liberty Belle Danielle is here tonight and ready to defend the Joyce Grable Memorial title against Toni Storm. Talk about your wrestling cornucopias.
But right now, Legends tag action with Shinsuke Nakamura and Akira Tozawa set to lock it up against the Junkyard Dog and Koko Beware.
This Legends tag team match is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Making their way to the ring, both from Japan, and at a combined weight of 395 pounds, the team of Shinsuke Nakamura and Akira Tozawa.
Well, there may be no gold on the line in this matchup. Well, Akira Tozawa and Shinsuke Nakamura always deliver the goods in tag team competition. And tonight they've got serious tag team competition against JYD and the Birdman.
It's going to be a good match. 2 great teams, 2 completely conflicting styles. It's anyone's to win.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 505 pounds, from Charlotte, North Carolina, the Junkyard Dog, and from Union City, Tennessee, the Birdman, Koko Beware.
Yeah, we haven't seen Koko and the Junkyard Dog for a while, but they're back tonight, and it's always a gas seeing JYD and the Birdman mix it up. And tonight, against Nakamura and Tozawa, well, this is going to be a great matchup. And you're absolutely right, Myron. This is anyone's to win, because that Japanese Smash Mouth style might be just enough to push Tozawa and Nakamura over the edge against the Junkyard Dog and Koko Beware. But Koko Beware is a pretty good high flyer himself, and Junkyard Dog, well, that's a powerhouse and a half right there. Okay, our first tag team match of the evening. Let's see how it shakes out. It's going to be Nakamura and JYD starting things off as referee Walt Rothburn rings the bell, and we are off to the races. A series of shots from JYD, a clubbing blow to the chest of Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura quickly back up. JYD countered with a kick to the midsection. Swing and a miss from Junkyard Dog. A knee connects though. A series of shots. Nakamura puts on the brakes, delivers a shot to the midsection, locks it up with Junkyard Dog, whips him to the far right corner. Oh, look at this. Quick, oh man, a kick to the head. Nakamura rebounds off the rope, slides under and boom. Oh man, JYD catching a shot there from Shinsuke Nakamura. The master of Japanese strong style locks it up. JYD rounds him up for a rib breaker and takes Nakamura down to the canvas. Here's a rebound off the ropes from Junkyard and misses with the splash. Nakamura just a step too fast. They lock up again. Knee to the midsection from Junkyard Dog. Nakamura whips over the top rope out onto the floor. Junkyard Dog goes after Tozawa too. A shoulder tackle puts him on the floor. JYD rolls to the outside. A right, a left, a kick to the midsection, a clubbing overhand right to the back of Shinsuke Nakamura near the timekeeper's area. Drives the knee right into the floor. Ow. Junkyard Dog starting to assert himself here against Shinsuke Nakamura. Twisting the head and neck. Trying to twist that head off like a damn bottle cap. Slams the head of Nakamura down to the floor. Makes his own way back inside as referee Walt Rothburn continues to count. Here's a tag to the Birdman. Koko beware as Nakamura finally starts to get to a standing position here. Koko gonna go out there to meet him and runs right into a German suplex that flips him ass over tea kettle. Nakamura back in the ring. Here comes Koko. They lock up again. Nakamura winds up the arm. Ooh, nasty kick to the midsection right there. A shot to the gut from Koko. Swing and a miss by Nakamura. A kick to the midsection connects. Koko rolls out of the way, delivers a right, catches a shot from Shinsuke Nakamura. Fast action here. Elbows to the midsection from Koko beware. The Birdman with a clothesline drives Nakamura into the corner. Gets a hold of him and alley-oops him up out of the corner. Koko beware beating the head of Shinsuke Nakamura against the canvas. Turns his attention back to his corner. Here comes the Junkyard Dog. Nakamura makes the tag to Akira Tozawa. Fresh partners all the way around here. And check this out. Wheelbarrow. Slam face first into the canvas. Junkyard Dog. Tozawa totally missed on that one. Counters with an elbow. Delivers an elbow right to the face of the Junkyard Dog. Junkyard Dog shoves him away. A right from Tozawa. And now into an ab stretch on the Junkyard Dog. Wow. Tozawa catches a hip toss instead. And the Junkyard Dog beats it out of town and turns it back over to Koko beware. A more even match in this situation. The dropkick fails to find the mark. Koko delivers a stomp to the arm with Tozawa back up on his feet with a right to Birdman. Koko whipped to the ropes. An elbow takes him down to the mat. Akira Tozawa trying to get some momentum going here as he works on the head and neck of Koko beware. What a match we've got going so far. Akira Tozawa with Koko at his mercy. A hard kick to the back from Tozawa. Koko beware slowly beginning to stir but catching some stomps right to the face from Akira Tozawa. Tozawa rounds up the Birdman, takes him down to the canvas. Classic wrestling takedown right there. And turns it over to Shinsuke Nakamura. Koko beware making it to his corner. Here comes the Junkyard Dog on the tag. Ooh, nasty kick. Drops the Junkyard Dog. Junkyard counters with an elbow to the leg of Nakamura. Has him up for a scoop slam. Nakamura quickly back up. JYD misses with the kick. And what a backbreaker from Shinsuke Nakamura. The master of Japanese strong style with an armbar stretch on JYD. Covers and hooks the leg. But Koko beware right there to break it up. Great match so far. Terrific tag team matchup. A stomp to the lower abdomen from Nakamura to the Junkyard Dog. Another stomp. A series of wrist clutch kicks to the ribs and the forearm. Sends the Junkyard Dog for a little spin. And here comes Tozawa again as Junkyard Dog makes his way back to a standing position in the corner. Here comes Akira Tozawa. Tozawa drapes the leg over the middle rope. Nails him with a calf kick. Tozawa with a chop across the chest. Junkyard counters with one of his own. Ooh, inverted atomic drop right in the store. A kick to the midsection from Tozawa. A kick, all right, one uppercut, and another wrestling takedown from Akira Tozawa to the Junkyard Dog. Tozawa rolls him over, goes for the pin, one. Man, not even one. Junkyard getting that arm up. Here comes Koko Beware. Koko locks it up with Tozawa. Ooh, nice suplex. Tozawa rolls to the... Whoa, man! Oh, over the top rope goes the Birdman, and he sure flew. Oh, wow. Koko Beware. Countered by Akira Tozawa on the outside. Tozawa makes his way back inside the ring. Koko Beware stopping to do a little showboating for the fans here in Austin. As Tozawa goes to work on the Junkyard Dog, hangs him up the top rope, he falls to the outside. Tozawa swings and misses, locks it up with Koko Beware. A snapmare and a rebound off the rope from Tozawa. A drop kick to the side of the head of the Birdman. Koko back up. All right, but a hip toss counter from Tozawa, who misses with the stomp leg. Beautiful drop kick, a big old muley kick to Tozawa from Koko Beware. The Birdman charges right into a Hurricane Rana from Tozawa. And Tozawa takes it out to his corner and turns it over to Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura misses with his kick. Koko Beware goes behind on him, gets a hold of him, reverse dragon sleeper, drops a knee into his back. Oh, wow. Junkyard Dog brought in on the tag again. The ref sees the tag. Tozawa watching as Shinsuke Nakamura catches a scoop slam from the Junkyard. Oh, here we go. The trademark headbutt of the Junkyard Dog. Here's a pin. One. But Tozawa right there to spoil the party. Shinsuke Nakamura rounded up by the Junkyard Dog. Tried for the bear hug, but no dice. Nakamura counters. Nails the Junkyard Dog with a forearm and a stomp to the midsection. And a drop kick to the side of the head of the Junkyard Dog. Shinsuke Nakamura locks up JYD, slams his head into the corner. Here comes Akira Tozawa on the tag and a double team incoming. Flip over neck whip and a kick to the back. As Tozawa takes over for his team, hangs up Koko Beware on the top rope, and both men on the outside laid out. As Shinsuke Nakamura comes back in on the tag, the Junkyard Dog, the legal man in the match, comes back in after the count is broken, charges, misses with the running boot to the face. I'm not even sure how that happened. Nakamura whipped to the ropes, a collision in the middle of the ring. JYD with a fireman's carry on Nakamura. Nakamura quick with the counter, inverted DDT, dropping the Junkyard Dog on the back of his head. Nakamura, another fireman's carry. Oh, man. Modified Death Valley driver right there. Junkyard Dog is motionless. Nakamura gathers him back up. Oof, running kick, and here comes another pin attempt. But no, Koko Beware right there to break it up. Koko locks it up with Tozawa, shows him the outside. Nakamura goes back on Koko, whips him to the outside. Well, we're back to the legal men in the ring, Nakamura and the Junkyard Dog. JYD counters with a knee to the midsection, locks up. Nakamura whips him to the ropes. An explosive back body drop to Shinsuke Nakamura. The Junkyard Dog with a hard right to the side of the head of Nakamura. And now the Junkyard Dog taking himself all the way up to the top left turnbuckle. Shinsuke Nakamura about to catch it. There's an elbow to the chest. Here's a pin with a hook of the leg. 1, 2. Almost. And no Akira Tozawa to make the save. Nakamura had to save himself. Both men rolled to the outside. Kick to the midsection from Nakamura. Junkyard Dog sets him up for the pile driver. Oh, on the floor, and he caught all of it. Oh, damn. Huh. Junkyard Dog catches another kick from Nakamura. Nakamura catches a knee to the midsection. Nakamura counters with a kick to the midsection. Junkyard Dog rolls back inside the ring. Shinsuke Nakamura, who takes himself to the top turnbuckle. JYD laid out face down in the middle of the ring. Elbow drop right across the back of the Junkyard Dog. Shinsuke Nakamura goes for the pin. But Koko Beware there to break it up before even the count of 1. Junkyard Dog in trouble at the present time as Shinsuke Nakamura starts to shift the momentum towards his team. And JYD might want to think about a tag at this point. Here comes Akira Tozawa again. Junkyard Dog laid out center ring. Tozawa misses with the stomp, catches a big boot right to the face from the Junkyard Dog, and here comes Koko Beware again. The Birdman catches a couple of shots from Tozawa, forearm, drives him into the corner. Junkyard Dog tags Tozawa with a shot. And a series of chops across the chest, machine gun chops across the chest of Koko Beware by Akira Tozawa. Oh man, just laying in a whole set of chops right there. Koko counters with an elbow, goes behind on Akira Tozawa, slams him down. Belly to back suplex. Here comes the Junkyard Dog again. JYD with a stomp to the back of the head of Akira Tozawa and starts dropping hard rights on Tozawa's head. JYD says, well, that's enough. Now it's your turn, Koko. The Birdman moves right back in on Tozawa. Hard whip to the ropes. A collision in the center of the ring. Tozawa with a snapmare on the Birdman. A rebound off the ropes and a drop kick to the side of the head of Koko Beware. A hard kick to the back from Tozawa. Followed up with the second one. Koko Beware on the receiving end of the business here as Tozawa gathers him up. Gets a hold on him. Nice Hurricane Rana. Ooh, man. Koko went for a ride. And Tozawa takes himself to the top turnbuckle here. And here he comes, another elbow right across the chest of Koko Beware. Here's another pin attempt. The rest right here won. But the Junkyard Dog breaking it up before even the count of one. Both teams working really well here. Spin kick doesn't find the mark, but a kick from Koko sure as hell does. Tozawa gathered back up again. Being escorted to the opposing team's corner, head first into the turnbuckle goes Tozawa. He counters with an elbow. The Junkyard Dog tags him with a cheap shot. Koko goes behind, delivers a shot to the back of Tozawa, whips him into the far right corner. The Birdman rounds him up for a scoop slam. Koko Beware takes himself all the way up to the middle rope. The crowd's going nuts here as Tozawa makes it to a standing position. Here comes the Birdman. Oof, big time crossbody. He's struggling to get loose. 1, 2, 3, and that is going to do it. Koko Beware and the Junkyard Dog picking up the win by pinfall.
The time was 12 minutes, 46 seconds, and your winners, Koko Beware and the Junkyard Dog.
Our first tag team matchup of the evening, delivering some serious thrills. Koko Beware and the Junkyard Dog picking up the 1-2-3 pinfall over Akira Tozawa and Shinsuke Nakamura. And here you see it on the replay. The Birdman getting ready to fly, and Tozawa couldn't get out of that pin. Ladies and gentlemen, more Black Friday when we return right after this. Fans, will be concluding the first hour of tonight's card with our third championship match of the evening. This time, the Snarl Television title on the line. The Hungarian Hurricane Tibor Belescu defending the title against X-Pac of Bell Unlimited.
This next match, one fall with a 15-minute time limit, will be for the RWL Snarl Television Championship.
Oh well, it was almost the perfect evening, but here comes X-Pac and his douche nozzle manager too short.
Go on, Myron, give it to me one time. Please.
Most people throw it out. Scott Bell brings it home and hires it. Garbage.
I love that. Yes, sir. X-Pac looking to take a shot at getting himself the Snarl Television title away from Tibor Belescu. Perhaps he and Too Short thinking that, well, at 5'10 and 200 pounds, Tibor Belescu might be an easy mark, but the Hungarian Hurricane is 5'10 and 200 pounds of rock-solid muscle. Yeah, it's not going to work out the way he thinks it is. Oh, he might win, but the odds are long.
Don't say that. Don't even jinx it that way. It's not funny, Tex.
You know Myron loves a good laugh, Tex. But when it comes to Bell Unlimited lately, his sense of humor's not available. His funny bone's been impacted. Especially since Scott Bell signed the toxic table to his toxic stable. Know what I mean?
Yes, I'm rather afraid I do. I may have to take him to my pickup truck during intermission and just sit down in the truck with the windows rolled up for a little while.
Don't be so downcast, Myron. It's been a banner week for the members of Team Euro, with both Ari Alexandros and Sir Reggie picking up wins earlier this week on Rage. And you know yourselves, Tibor Belescu's got more power in his pinky toe than X-Pac has in his whole undernourished body. In fact, I'll boldly declare it right now, that X-Pac has as much of a chance of winning than Frosty the Snowman has surviving on the corner of Hellfire Boulevard and Brimstone Lane, way the hell downtown.
Thank you, Wally. That kind of lifts my spirits a little bit. But I'm sorry, I'm just sick of seeing Too Short's face. Period. We could have done without him this Supercard. I don't even know why he's here.
Yes, sir, Myron, you and I are going to be taking an intermission break in the parking area in my truck with the windows rolled up. A little bit of Cheech and Chong style therapy for you.
I couldn't stop laughing the last time we did that.
The challenger, accompanied by Too Short Welfare Popeye, Scott Bell, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing 221 pounds. Here is X-Pac. And his opponent, accompanied by light heavyweight champion Sir Reggie Smythe, from Budapest, Hungary, weighing 200 pounds, the RWL Snarl Television champion, the Hungarian Hurricane, Tibor Belescu.
I might be wrong, but I think Tibor Belescu was sizing up X-Pac during that stare down, determining which joints he's going to disassemble first.
From your mouth to God's ears.
Smile up, Myron, you heard Wally. X-Pac ain't got a chance.
Guys, I'm sorry if I seem like a bit of a douche, but I really don't care for Scott.
We all understand, Myron. Believe me, we all understand. Here we go. Tom Kanamura sounds the bell. Here we go. Oh, man, Belescu gets a hold of X-Pac right away, has him up, slams him right back down to the canvas. X-Pac rolls out for a second, talking about, hey, wait a minute. Belescu catches a right from X-Pac. X-Pac drives a knee into the midsection of the Hungarian Hurricane as Too Short Welfare Popeye cheers him on a disrespectful slap across the face and a low DDT to Belescu from X-Pac. Belescu right back up, locks it up with X-Pac. X-Pac winds up the arm on him, but look at this, quick counter. Ooh, Belescu slams X-Pac down to the mat. Sir Reggie cheering him on. X-Pac with a kick to the midsection of Belescu, followed up with a backbreaker. The Hungarian Hurricane gathered up by X-Pac. Oh, well, this don't look good. Oh, man, falling pile driver to the Hungarian Hurricane. Oh, yeah, Too Short's loving that one. Belescu counters with a right to X-Pac. Gets a hold on him. Escorts him towards the far right corner, head first into the buckle. He goes, there's a kick to the chest, there's another one. Tried for third, but didn't get it. X-Pac swings and misses with the kick. Belescu gets a hold of him. There's a snapmare and a kick to the back. Belescu rounds up X-Pac. Big time drop kick. Puts him down. Oh, here we go. Too Short Popeye getting involved here with the Hungarian Hurricane. The distraction works. Here's a roll-up pin from X-Pac. One. Oh, look at this. He turned it around on him. One. Two. Oh, almost. X-Pac turns it around and again. Oh, man. Whole set of near falls in that one. X-Pac gets a hold of Belescu. Pitches him up against the ropes. Takes him down to the canvas. Ooh, slingshot off the bottom rope. Hangs him up that way. A different way of doing it. X-Pac rounds up the Hungarian Hurricane. A set of right hands. Takes Belescu down to the mat. X-Pac rounds him up again. Misses with the dropkick. Tibor Belescu gonna make him pay for the mistake. Ooh, man, just pitched him halfway across town. The Hungarian Hurricane with a whole bunch of support from the fans here in Austin as X-Pac makes his way to the outside apron. There's a hard shot from X-Pac off the top rope, misses with the high-risk move. Bolescu gathers him up. X-Pac counters again. Bolescu whipped to the ropes. Oh, man, just fell. X-Pac allowing gravity to do the work for him. Rounds up Bolescu again. Snaps the arm. Rounds him up into a backbreaker. The Hungarian Hurricane starting to lose a little bit of ground to X-Pac, and that ain't good. Dropkick doesn't find the mark. Bolescu whips him to the far left corner. Turns X-Pac around. X-Pac counters, gets Bolescu in the corner. Bolescu counters, gets out of the corner, gets a hold of X-Pac. Ooh, man, belly-to-belly suplex. And the Hungarian Hurricane's lit up. X-Pac making his way to a standing position in the corner, says, Bolescu says, here, let me help you up. All the way up. Oh, man, look at this military press. Bolescu with all that power. And just allows X-Pac to just drop face first into the canvas right in front of Too Short Welfare Papa Scott Bell. Covering a hook of the leg. 1, 2. No, just the one, says Tom Kanamura. X-Pac back up on his feet. Countered by Bolescu with a hard right. Gets a hold of him. Belly-to-belly suplex again for X-Pac. Bolescu just lapping up the love from the crowd here in Austin. Bolescu gets a hold on X-Pac. Drags him towards center. I think I know what's coming. Here we go. He's going for a big-time ride. The giant swing round and round and round we go, and where we stop, we lose our lunch. Oh, man. Oh, man. Down goes X-Pac. Bolescu covers, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Well, now the Snarl TV title stays exactly where it is around the waist of the Hungarian Hurricane.
The time was 4 minutes, 30 seconds. Your winner and still Snarl TV champion, Tibor Bolescu.
That was even faster than even I expected. And X-Pac never even really came close to anything like sustained momentum in this match. In plain language, X-Pac got owned, schooled, and served, all in 4.5 minutes. But the very best part of all being the Hungarian Hurricane retaining the Snarl TV title. Yes, it has been a terrific week for the boys of Team Europe.
And that, amigos, is just the first hour in the books. Do stick around because we'll be back with the second hour of tonight's Black Friday Supercard after this brief intermission.